Right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a gap. It's Breeze.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast, not just in this game.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
brought down after a nice gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Jones to throw. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
The Tar Heels are marching down the field. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Quickly complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Caught over the middle. It's Cavazos. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Handoff to the lone back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy, I'm just going to take it.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
42, Spider. 4-2, check out.
Jones wants to throw it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Tar Heels come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in two gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass, it's Little. It's complete on the right side. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Cavazos. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's throwing picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Scanning the field, it's Little. Finds his tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Now on first down from the 28. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now, and they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And that last incompletion leaves this offense facing a third down. Dropping back, it's Little. Here comes the heat. A strike downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the middle. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Jones. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heel! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Little. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Now the play fake. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Looking to throw, it's Little. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Back to throw, it's Little. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Clemson.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Going to swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. Clemson jumps to the line.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Wants to throw. It's Little. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. On target to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Lost to fire on second down. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
It's third and goal and third and long. Jones to throw. Release to the back. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, North Carolina! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Buffalo handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Western New York, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Shakes off the defender. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Finds the tight end. At the 45 on his way. There he goes down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Muscling ahead on third and short. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
To the air, it's Little. It's complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check.
Turning it on. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt and tying the game, these guys want to take the lead. Looking for a man. It's Little. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Going right to work up top. got the quick pass.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion, making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll try the run. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Jones wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to run it. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Cavazos. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Cavazos. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
And the Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Jones to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to throw on third down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Tar Heels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Breeze. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead, clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble, big-time costly mistake.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Back to pass, it's Little. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Oh, better look out. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And coaches have their scripts and their play sheets, and they have 4th and short. You know, when you get in these situations, they have plays that they're confident in. Called one here. Great job executing right near midfield.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. To the ground. He's got it again.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Little. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Off play action. Looking for an open area to his left. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And that's a frustrating miss. The offense does their job, man. Gets them in position, tried to score a touchdown, tried to go get the win, but trying to tie it up in the last second, got him in range, and the kicker, he just missed it. He missed the opportunity, and this one's over.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll leave it with him. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?